So, hello everyone who are there. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Yashvi Jain and I am a teen author and my first debut book is Mind Under Construction. So, today, this is my first talk show, hashtag Breaking the Stereotypes, and our first guest is Nandani Goyal. So, here, applause to you. Okay, so let me tell you everyone. So Nandani is here today to share her story with us, like the stereotypes which she had faced in her till now journey and how did she broken that.
I'm always in a position when I have to introduce myself. I just get confused. But yeah, my name is Nandini Goyal, as she said. I started the page by the name Nanny Diction. My writings are there. My influencing content is there about the things I influence about, like mental health, relationships, etc. And other than that, I'm a social media manager by profession, and I manage social media accounts. Then apart from that, I am content writer. I'm working on my book. I'm working on my scripts for web series, etc. So that's all about me.
So Nandani, like tell your journey, like how did you come out with this page? Like how are you today? What you wanted to be?
I just randomly started with the page. It was never planned that I would convert it into Nanny Diction. The page name, exactly this page name was Relationships. And talking about, it was all about writing, firstly. Now I talk mostly about mental health and mental health that connects to relationships, etc. So that is how my Nanny Diction journey is. Like to influence people by my thoughts. I think that every person has a unique journey, every person has a unique experience which can be used to inspire people, like your talk show is about. So, my concept of forming Nan Addiction was one thing, that is, people like my content, people get influenced by that, and they get interested by something. Specifically during mental health, while I'm talking about mental health, I feel like when I post these stuff, I myself try to practice them and then I preach people. Yeah, my main aim through this page is to firstly build my name, my reputation, and everything. Along with that, I build it in a such a way that it is positively impacting someone's life. So that is my main agenda. If 30-40% that I know what I want to do.
So like today, what are you doing? I'm sure that you are happy with today. Like where are you? So like your parents are happy with you. Like today you are doing this. Are they happy? Or like they criticize you or society said you something?
Talking about my parents, they weren't really aware about this line. They don't even know that influencing as such exists. Never criticized me, neither very much supported me. They were neutral to me. Okay, if I wanted to do. If no, no. But they never considered this as a career option. And similarly, me, it doesn't pay my bills right now. But yes, slowly and steadily, I know it can go and pay my bills and I can convert it into my full-time option. But with that, for my parents' satisfaction as well as for my satisfaction, I have to do simultaneous jobs. I can't give my 24 hours to this thing. I have to, if I have, 12 hours in a day. So I have to give 6 to 7 hours to a job and then 2 to 3 hours to Nanny Diction. So to adjust, we need to go through single steps. About society, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was negative. No one is like, a piece of cake or a garden of flowers that always they would be nice to me. Um, they like some people used to say कि ये reels का क्या content है, क्या scene है, like that, and people used to say ठीक है, what is it, blah blah blah, nothing special, everyone is doing it. And sometimes another thing was कि I was from BCom background. So BCom background students never are so much open into, this thing, social media thing. Mass communication students are, but not commerce students. So that was also a backdrop that people used to say, what is this? Is this anything, worth it and all? And I think I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, nothing I am. But still, people come and talk to me because they have that faith that yes, I can maybe help them to solve their problems, and I feel great in that. I am not proud of it. I would say I feel great that I can help someone.
You are grateful.
Always like sensitive, and you're always thinking, overthinking specifically, which I do, no doubt, everyone does. But whenever you keep on thinking extravagantly, then you land up in a space where you will pull yourself back. To always move forward, you have to have this quality of being ignorant and not always responding back. Because as we all know, actions speak louder than words. So you should focus on doing more actions rather than wasting your time and investing your time on, speaking something which might hurt you as well others. So there's no point of doing that. That convert your profile into no social media thing. Like you are very good with Instagram, post things about Instagram, your profile will reach to another level. Right now, it is at a certain level. It is not getting engagement or whatever. But when you will post about, tricks and tips for Instagram, how to do this, how to do that, people will follow you more. I said, no, I want to stick to my niche. Whether I get engagement or not, my main purpose was to influence people about mental health. Instagram, training about Instagram is a secondary thing. People did said me for my benefit, but I'm still stuck to my point. But you have to be very much, core to your beliefs. You need to believe in your beliefs. So that is how it can work out for you.
Okay, very obvious question. So you know that this talk show name is hashtag breaking the stereotypes and the tagline is it's high time to break bad. So my question to you is like what is the stereotypes you faced in your journey and how did you broken that?
Normal life, normal life is a stereotype, I would say. People talk big stereotypes like women empowerment, LGBTQ. That is really important. But what I face is very normal. Like in a middle class family, I face if I'm not doing something, I'll get married. Okay. If I do not do a job, I cannot pay my bills, I'm nakara. ठीक है मतलब these are normal things that I face in my daily life. ठीक है my stereotype. So these normal day circumstances are stereotypes, and I'm every day trying to break it. How? By communicating. Suppose, for example, my parents said me that they want me to do CA, and I wanted to do mass communication. I wanted to make a career in writing. Now, being a chartered accountant and being a writer, according to parents, this is such a big difference. They're like, यहाँ पे you will get a permanent job. What about this writer thing? You will not get a permanent job here. So this was a very great stereotype in my life. And I know how did I convince them. I convinced them taking 6 months of my life, continuously begging them, continuously asking them to please understand my situation. So it is not always like you have to be a rebel. When you have to break stereotypes. Stereotypes need understanding. You're living in a society, and to be in that society and break that stereotypes, you need to be understanding towards that society. You need to listen to their part. What is their standpoint? Why they are stuck to that? Why they are doing that? You need to know the reasons, and for that you need to develop understanding, and that is through communication. So what I used to do was I used to communicate with my parents, that because that was the main source through which my stereotypes were coming, right? Because they were the world to me, they were the society to me, they were telling me how the society works. So I used to talk to them. They used to convey me what their expectations are out of me. And then after understanding their point, I used to tell my expectations. So we used to find a common ground there. What can be the common ground? Like what fulfills my desires as well as their desires. So that is how that helped me to, break the stereotype slowly. My things were also accepted. I accepted their things also, which was necessary. So I think you have to find that common ground.
Happens like some parents who share their orthodox views with their children. So but like children are so adamant now they say like no, what you are saying we are not going to do this thing. And what are you thinking? Yes, we are breaking the stereotype. We are walking with the time. That's what happened. But this is not a thing. Like this is not a way to break the stereotype. If you really want to break the stereotype, you have to talk with that person. Like why he or she is saying this thing. Like what's their perspective? Like it's very necessary to know. I always used to say people speaking and writing is a job. it has career, yes, if people earn lot doing this. So like what people used to say me like, okay, you are speaking now, everyone can speak. Speaking is not, oh, like you have to earn money, or it's not like that thing. So like, I want to ask, have people ever said you that speaking is like there is difference between talking and communicating? So if I would ask it to share in your point of view, then how you will show the difference between this talking and communicating?
The question was, when we talk about anyone can speak, right? You asked me a question, what is the difference between talking and communicating, right? Firstly, talking is blah blah blah, blah. This is talking. Okay, this is my simple definition to talking. But when we come to communicating, it involves a lot of steps. Firstly, you can speak with low tones, high tones, with the consistent way of making your concept understandable. That is speaking. Then listening. Listening is not hearing. Listening is when you are able to understand the question. Now you put up a question to me. If I'm not able to understand, how will I respond? How will I give you the exact answer? So that is listening, not hearing. Hearing is just like, okay, एक कान से सुना दूसरे कान से निकाल दिया. That is hearing. So speaking, listening, and then understanding, that is decoding. We used to learn in our business lessons, that is decoding. Decoding is basically when you are trying to communicate through whether through your facial expressions or by verbally or by in a written format, you're able to understand and make the other person understand of what you are trying to say, right? Or what you are trying to listen. If you're not able to understand that message, what is being communicated, then there's no point of communication. Communication is transfer of messages, and if you're not able to convey that message in any form, you're not able to decode it, it's of no use.
What is your life mantra? Like how do you keep motivate, like how you are motivating yourself?
My father says me, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, and that is my life mantra. We think of starting a page, है ना? This is a basic example. Right now we are social media. We are thinking to start a page of a particular niche. For example, a photographer is thinking कि मैं अपना एक business page बनाऊंगा, वहाँ पे I'll post my pictures and I'll try to gain clients, whether it's LinkedIn or Instagram page. But then he starts thinking, overthinking का cycle. यार मेरे पेज पे engagement नहीं आएगी, how will I get followers, how will I get likes, how will I do this, do that. Whole list of overthinking attributes will come to me. And whenever these attributes come to me, I'm a human, these come to me, I say, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या हो जाएगा? क्या हो जाएगा? Nothing. I will get no engagement. I will get no likes. I will get no followers. Nothing. But I will have one thing, that is I tried. I gave it a shot and I knew what were the results, and why then I backed off from that particular situation or that particular plan of action. If I will not try only, how will I know that what will it give it to me? Our human minds work like this. I read it somewhere, a maximum percentage of our thoughts in the day is negative. So what we do is, whenever someone is speaking positive, we first take it in a negative way and make our life difficult. And this mantra also incorporates that too, that negative thinking also, keep us back. That are our fears. Negative thinking always arise out of our fears. So always, try to take, like you said, that you took it in a negative way. For example, take a negative sentence. And no is a negative sentence, no is a negative word. Try to take it positively. And how we take it positively is when we are setting up our boundaries. So that is a positive way of thinking about no. And any other circumstance that will help you to decrease your fear level. So I always say that fears are your biggest hurdles in anything. Enjoyed coming to your show. It was a great show. Keep continuing. I will be supporting you. Just DM me anytime you want to.
So thank you so much, and really I wish you joy, I wish you fun, I wish you luck, I wish you success. Like I think so words are less to wish you.
But I'm understanding your feeling. It's reaching to my heart. Thank you so much.